Hello everybody, it's been a bit since I've made a video, but I'm really enjoying DNF Duel, Grappler especially. The character and the game are a lot deeper than I first expected. Crazy, for sure. Everybody's broken. Very similar to Marvel, which is no surprise since this is made by the Marvel creators. This isn't the first video I was planning to make, but it came up in a conversation on Discord with other Grappler mains. So we're all trying to figure out, how to defeat the crazy Swiftmaster top tier character. And so this particular string of Swiftmasters is quite powerful, came up, which can seem to leave you just at this far distance where you have no options. If you get hit by the tornadoes and they're close enough, they can even confirm it into a combo. It's like, what am I supposed to do here? Does Swiftmaster just have free pressure? Thankfully, in the mid screen, that's not the case. If you are just slightly closer, or all the way up to here from the starting distance, so if they did it this range, you can just do a full shoulder tackle. You can see them do the whirlwind, start your shoulder tackle either as a singular direction input, or you can do the full quarter circle, and you can get a full big old combo. You can see I'm doing a slight dash up there. You do need to be quick with it, but you can see the tornadoes coming. And I did set them in block to showcase that if you're not quick, so you're doing it right here. And there you go. So it's just a very, very small dash up, depending on range. If they're doing it in your face, which Swiftmaster probably is not going to do, you need no dash up at all. You're just literally going to shoulder as soon as you see the tornadoes come out. Boom. It's more that if it's at the edge of the range, then you're going to need a slight dash up, and then you get it, like so. So that's if they're slightly closer than starting range. What if they're at starting range though? Well, if they're here, if they begin the round with it, you're going to be doing a little bit of a stomp. And by a little bit, I mean you're going to be doing a little bit of damage with this stomp, but hey, it's something we can get. So you're dashing up slightly. As you see, you got to be careful with it. You're dashing up slightly, and then there we go, doing 5 MS, which is the magic skill button. It's a little tricky because you got to dash, return to neutral. Then when you press 5 MS, press forward, so it goes a full distance. Now, obviously, getting a stomp, I mean, this isn't massive damage, clearly, right? Especially, only hitting with maybe the edge of it in this particular string, But if you've got conversion, you can convert that to more damage. You can convert it into this, for the record. And if you're in the corner, you could convert it into even more. If you got super, you can go straight into super right off this. So, at the very least, you're hitting them, you're making them realize, wait, maybe I shouldn't be doing that string against me. So that's mid-screen. But what about when you're in the corner? When you're in the corner, this string can definitely be more oppressive. You don't have the same amount of options, or at least the options are harder to pull off. However, the Swiftmaster is giving you any space like this. You can just shoulder tackle through it like so. I get the same, full combo. You'd be getting feel good about life. Max damage there, 461, which is awesome, right? Huge amount of damage considering Swiftmaster's low health character. You just did more than half of that character's health. So that's great. So that's if they're giving you a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room. There are some instances where you're going to be using Stomp instead. If you notice that the Swiftmaster is even further out by the end of it, so you'd be doing the Stomp just as I showed for mid-screen. What about if the Swiftmaster is really close though? If they're really close and you try to use the shoulder tackle, you're going to get hit by the tornadoes. So that's no good. That is not what we want to have happen. So what option are we left with? Well, thankfully, we do have roll. Now, I'll tell you right now, this to me is the hardest of the options because if you don't roll at the right time, you're going to get hit by the back of the tornado. But if you get the timing right, you get the timing wrong, that's what it looks like. If you get the timing right, and apologies if there is a way to set the computer to always be reset it right here. I have not found that option yet. But anyway, get it right. Looks like that for the counter hit. Notice you can see them doing the whirlwind, so there was a brief pause there before I did the roll, because if you do the roll immediately, you're going to get hit by the tornado. So you're pausing ever so slightly, seeing the tornado come out, rolling out, and then you get the counter hit combo, which isn't going to do as much damage. You're going to be going into something like this if you end up that, if you end up close enough, because if you only do 2 hits before you get the knee, then the full charge right on this. But if you're too far away from that, you're going to be doing one of these instead. So you're still going to get some solid damage off of that counter. I do believe that you got to go with standing A or perhaps crouching A in order to get the hits. I don't think you've got enough time after roll to do standing B, which would be amazing. That'd be great, because then you're going to get way more damage because off of a counter you can full charge, like stuff like that. But whatever. The point is that if they were that close to you doing the string, you can get a punish off of it. So, not saying, of course, that Swiftmaster suddenly becomes beatable. Obviously, this character is absolutely crazy. There's a reason why so many people are putting him in SSS tier. That's right, 3 S's, some people putting him out, because the character is absolutely bonkers, crazy. But this is an option you do have. Got to be careful, because, of course, if you don't time it right, you could get hit, and then they could follow up that tornado. So, you got to make either a call of, have I practiced this enough that I know the spacing right to get my combo and kill, or do I just want to, wait for them to maybe move into some other sort of pressure? But if someone is bullying you as Swiftmaster with this, you do have options. It just requires a lot of labbing. Hope this helps, and more Grappler videos to come.